My dear students, welcome to this series on mathematics for grade 11. Today we are going to consider statistics. We have decided to present to you statistics in several parts. In the first part, we are going to consider one of the mostly used statistics, the mean. Consider we have 10 students and we ask them what is the amount that they spend during lunchtime. And suppose that the first student tells me he or she spends 5 rupees. The second one, 5 rupees. Third one, 5 rupees. Fourth one, 5 rupees. The sixth one, 10 rupees. 10 rupees. Seventh one, eighth one, 10 rupees. And we have the next one spending 20 rupees each. So we have the last one spending 30 rupees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 students in all. What does this 5 represent? The student has spent 5 rupees. What does this 10 represent? The student has spent 10 rupees. What does the 30 represent? The student has spent 30 rupees. Now, how do you calculate the mean amount spent? The formula is very simple. We add all the data that we have and divide by the number of students, that is 10. I would like you to calculate this mean for me. And the answer is, of course, 12 rupees. So the average amount that the student would spend during lunchtime will be 12 rupees. This is a formula that you must have studied at primary level. Let's look at the same data presented in a frequency table. What's a frequency? Frequency of a data is the number of times the data appears in the set. For example, what is the frequency of the data 5? 4. So we are going to present the data in a frequency table. First, we have data. What is the data here that we have collected? Amount spent during lunchtime. We can represent that by the letter X. Frequency. What is the frequency here? Number of students. The first data was 5. How many students spent 5 rupees during lunchtime? First, second, third, fourth. So 4 students spent 5 rupees during lunchtime. How many students spent 10 rupees during lunchtime? 1, 2, 3. How many students spent 20 rupees during lunchtime? 2. How many students spent 30 rupees during lunchtime? Only 1. So frequency can be represented by F. In general, the frequency table will be represented as follows. X1 is the first data. That is, in our case, it was 5 rupees. F1 is the first frequency. In our case, it was 4. x2, f2, x3, f3, xn, fn. When data, the same data, has now been represented in a frequency table, how do you calculate the mean? Of course, this is mathematics, so we expect to get exactly the same answer, 12 rupees. The formula is I take the first data, multiply by the frequency, second data multiplied by the frequency, NF data multiplied by the frequency divided by the sum of all frequencies, which can also be written as sigma fx over sigma f. Let's do it for this example. 5 times 4 plus 10 times 3 plus 20 times 2 plus 30 times 1 divided by 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which gives us 12 rupees. So in your syllabus, data can be represented explicitly. That is what we call ungrouped data. If you have ungrouped data, you may wish to calculate mean by adding all the data and dividing by the number of data you have. Or data can be represented in a frequency table. And when you have data in a frequency table, the formula that we use will be summation fx divided by summation of f. We always get the same answer, 12. Now the question is, what does this 12 represent? What is the meaning that the average amount spent is 12? Here we have a data set. It means that the center of the data set is indicated by 12. The mean is a measure of central tendency. It indicates to us where the center of the data set is. So I hope that this program explains to you very well how do we calculate mean when the data is ungrouped. We will come with other parts where we will show how to calculate mean when the data is actually grouped. Thank you for your attention. Until next time, it's bye from us.